Hello, friend. I know you might have clicked on this video because you constantly seek validation from other people. Maybe you always want people to like you. Maybe you always want approval from your friends, your family, your classmates, or even strangers. And honestly, I get it. We all want to feel accepted. We all want to feel like we belong somewhere. There is nothing wrong with wanting appreciation. The real problem starts when your happiness depends on other people's opinions. When you start changing yourself just to be liked. When their approval becomes more important than your own. And trust me, I've been there too. So let's talk about it. First thing I want to talk about is why we seek validation. See, the real reason we seek validation isn't just one thing. It's actually very natural. As humans, we've always wanted to belong somewhere. Back in the old days, people lived in groups, and survival depended on staying together. Being accepted by the group meant safety, while being rejected could be dangerous. Even today, that instinct still exists inside us. We naturally want people to accept us, because that's how we've evolved. But sometimes it goes much deeper than that. Sometimes we seek validation because we're insecure. Sometimes because we don't trust our own decisions. Sometimes because we think other people's opinions are somehow more valuable than ours. And personally, if I tell you about my experience, I used to seek validation from almost everyone. My family, my friends, and even strangers. I always wanted people to approve of what I was doing. And honestly, that became exhausting. I was so busy trying to become someone everyone liked that I completely forgot who I actually was. I didn't even know what I genuinely liked anymore, because every decision I made depended on someone else's opinion, instead of my own. I wasn't living my life, I was living the version of my life that other people wanted.
Another thing I want to talk about is the problem with seeking validation. The biggest problem is that you slowly lose yourself. You stop saying what you actually think because you're scared people won't agree with you. You stop wearing what you like because you're worried someone might judge you. You stop doing things that genuinely make you happy because you're trying to fit into someone else's expectations. Slowly, you start cutting away pieces of your real personality just so people will accept you. You become afraid of disappointing others, so you stop being honest with yourself. After some time, you don't even recognize yourself anymore. You become a person who constantly asks, will people like this? Instead of asking, do I like this? And honestly, that's a terrible way to live. What's the point of everyone liking a version of you that isn't even real? I remember reaching a point where I genuinely didn't know what I wanted anymore because I was always busy asking everyone else what they thought. I had almost no self-awareness. I wasn't making choices because I liked them. I was making choices because I wanted approval. And trust me, that's one of the worst feelings, because you slowly become a stranger to yourself. Another realization that completely changed my mindset was this. Whatever people think about you says more about them than it says about you. Everyone sees life through their own experiences, beliefs, insecurities, and mindset. If someone likes something about you, that's their opinion. If someone dislikes something about you, that's also their opinion. It doesn't suddenly become a fact just because they said it. Think about it. One person might love a movie while another person hates it. One person might love a certain style while another person dislikes it. Neither one is wrong. They simply have different perspectives. The same thing happens with you. Some people will love your personality. Some people won't. Some people will support your dreams. Some people will laugh at them. Some people will compliment you. Some people will criticize you. That's completely normal. Once I understood this, I stopped taking compliments too seriously, and I also stopped taking criticism too personally, because both of them were simply opinions. They weren't my identity. Their compliments reflected their perspective, and their criticism reflected their perspective too. They didn't define who I was.
Now, the next thing I want to talk about is how I stopped seeking validation. The biggest thing that helped me was becoming self-aware. I started asking myself simple questions. What do I actually like?
What kind of person do I want to become? What do I enjoy? What are my own values? Because for years, I only cared about what everyone else thought. I never cared about my own opinion. And honestly, that's really sad. Because at the end of the day, these people will come and go. Some friendships will end. Some people will leave. Some people will forget you. But you'll still have yourself. You'll spend your entire life with yourself. So why spend your whole life trying to impress people instead of understanding yourself? Build your own opinions. Build your own values. Know yourself first. Listen to advice, because advice can help you grow. But don't let other people's opinions decide who you are. Their opinion should be information, not your identity. Once you build your own perspective, validation slowly loses its power because you stop depending on other people to tell you who you are. And the last thing I want to tell you is this. No matter what you do, someone will always judge you. If you're quiet, people will call you boring. If you're confident, people will call you arrogant. If you're successful, people will say you got lucky. If you fail, people will criticize you. You simply cannot satisfy everyone. So if people are going to have opinions anyway, why not become the person you actually want to be? Why spend your life chasing approval that changes every single day? Instead of asking everyone whether you're enough, start asking yourself if you're becoming the person you're proud of. Keep yourself first and keep everyone else after that. It doesn't mean other people don't matter. They do, but their opinions should never control your happiness or your identity. So from this whole video, what I really want to tell you is this. There is nothing wrong with enjoying compliments or wanting appreciation. The problem starts when your happiness depends on them. Stop changing yourself just to be liked. Start understanding yourself instead. Build your own identity. Build your own values. Because the people around you will come and go, but you'll spend your entire life with yourself. So become someone you respect, you believe in, and you are proud of. Trust me, once you stop chasing validation, you finally start living your own life. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.